like you just explained the golden rule of relationships as a whole, and that is that for every single relationship, if this is new news to any of you, you're welcome, I guess, and also read more books. You all in every single one of your relationships, whether it is a familial relationship, right? That means your siblings, your family, your blood, right? The people you're not fucking or like, you had no choice about being related to. Whether it's that, whether it's your social relationships, whether it's your romantic relationships, whether it's literally anybody you know, within that relationship, you get to create the rules for it, right? So, like, this whole idea of polygamy and being allowed to fuck other people just means that within your romantic relationship, the rules are different from the norm. All right? That also means, like, all of your rules, whatever rules you mean, like, whatever rules you want to create, your relationships are your own. That's the beautiful part about it, right? Jess just brought up, she was like, oh, well, like, me and my husband are totally monogamous, but, like, we get it if people aren't.
Yeah.
Guess what? That's what relationships are, guys.
We have friends that aren't, but like
exactly, and it's cool for them, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. That's the dope part about relationships. The great,
fuck other people. Enjoy
right?
That shit.
And you want to know the greatest part? 1,000%. The individually, the singular, most like euphoric piece of every relationships that's ever existed is the fact that if it's not yours, you can fuck right off, all right? That is the singular greatest part of every single relationship, is that everybody that's not involved doesn't get to touch it. And if that's new information for you, welcome to the fold.
Oh,
start talking
if
to more people.
Right, yeah, if it's surprising to you, read more books and talk to more people. Because the world's a big place, and it's really dope. And yeah, and you are not limited to the people you are surrounded by.
I sent him to Daytona, I sent him to Richmond, he helped send me here, like, we are extremely unusual, but people, like, any kind of disnorm, anything that is unusual. So, like, I'm extremely independent. My husband had to learn that. So, like, I'm on a week-long trip to Colorado. The seat's empty. And we're still getting along. But, like, any kind of disnorm. So we have a lot of friends who are like, oh, that's not normal. Why is he going without you? And I'm like, because he's going to go with his friend.
Two individual adults who have separate lives.
He has friends
outside
of me. Like,
outside of this relationship, we are still people.
Yeah.
Like two people.
Like, he's 44 and I'm 34. We've been together for like over 7 years, like 7.5 or some close to that. He was entirely his own human when I met him at 37. At 37, if he was not his own human, there was a large problem.
Right.
So we should honor those kind of things, but that's not norm. People want to control people. So just like with the sexual aspect, it doesn't even have to go there. It's any aspect of a relationship. People want to hone in, control, lock it down. They're not okay loving somebody for who they are and having that openness. So a lot of those kind of conversations that should happen and could happen can't happen.
Right.
We need to have this conversation again with Kenny.
You get to make your own rules.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And it should be okay, however you function.
Right. And guess what? When somebody breaks those rules, that's allowed to be like,
accept them for breaking the rules. I sent him to Daytona. To the Daytona 500 with his best friend.
You don't have to forgive
He got super fucked up and FaceTimed me and was like falling over. Never brought it up. The first time I'm literally talking about it is in this exact moment. Why would I bring it up?
Is responsible for a lot of first-time moments.
Well, yeah, like, why would I even bring that up? Like, why would I bring up that, like, you were there with your friend having a good time? Thank you for thinking of me when you were drunk. Like, that is love. You thought of me when you were blasted. LOL, you fell over. I'm not telling you about it. Bye.
Oh, I'm telling you about it. We're going to laaf about it while we're cuddling in the morning. You FaceTime me. You
I was trying not to embarrass
you. Your ass. Oh, I'm gassing it. Did you lose your phone?
That's my vape.
Excuse me. So children be able
Is it
to
blue?
sue.
It is.
Hold on, I want to make sure you guys hear this.
Okay.
Should children be able to sue abusive or neglectful parents?
Yes.
This goes back to where's the line, though, where you have to like discuss a reasonable line for this.
I think
What is abusive and neglectful?
Well, okay. I think the easiest answer for it is this, right? One we can all agree on 100%, right? Because obviously everybody wants to say yes to that. It's hard to say no to that, right? Like, oh, if your parents fucked you in the ass, can you sue them?
I don't feel like it's hard to say no.
No. I'm just saying, like, if your parents were abuseful and neglectful and everything, should you like get compensated for it? I think the easiest answer where we can all agree is if your parents were convicted of abuse or neglect,
Yes.
is there potential compensation that you should be like entitled to? Potentially, sure. I think that's an easy one we can all agree on.
Yes. Okay.
But
yeah.
outside of a conviction, maybe I don't know how you prove your point.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
know.
so that's
If
fair
he
and
said, she
reasonable.
said.
Yeah.
I think
I don't
that's
know how
fair
you
and
prove your
reasonable.
point.
Like
I don't know how you prove your point. 'Cause
at that
my-
point, like
'cause,
with those
we
stipulations,
all
I think
have
that's an
childhood
agreeable
trauma.
concept. Yeah.
We all have childhood
Yeah,
trauma,
like,
all right?
You know what I mean? And like generational,
but
like
it's
some
not all
things that
criminal.
trickle down or whatever, they like get better over generations, but never really get better. You know, like hey,
Right.
I'm
If
all
there's a
down for the
conviction-
conviction.
If there's a conviction, yeah. Without it, again, I just you're a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Get that get
You
that
have to
conviction,
have
baby.
actual
Get
like
that conviction,
way.
baby. Get that
discrete
conviction,
evidence.
and we're golden. Then I'm on your side.
right.
Is it ethical to fire someone over a social media post?
No. Depending. I'll say depending.
No.
Okay.
Depending.
I
It
work
depends
for a
on the post
corporation.
and
It depends
your
on the
position.
post.
I
Depends
1000%
on-
am not allowed to name them. I can get fired for it, so I'm not going to.
Right.
However, I do work for a corporation, and if you are wearing their logos and stuff, their apparel, whatever, their
Right.
uniform,
Then you are representing them in
And
your social media.
correct, you're out there. If you are announcing yourself as somebody who works for them, you are
Right.
making it quite apparent. And so, because the face of the company is a certain
Right.
way, if you
Then it's
behave
up
in
to
that
them.
manner,
I feel
they
you
fire
said
you.
that.
Well, it works the same way. It works the same way with the military, right? Like you can be in
Yeah.
the military and you can go on your social media and you can say whatever you want to say. However, if also on your social media you are like posting that while you are in uniform or advertising yourself as, you know what I'm saying, like you as an individual, like as an American, as an American citizen, and as an individual, you have your rights and you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. But you as somebody who agreed to be paid, like the people that are paying you are also
you knew what you were
individuals.
signing up for.
Like right, like they also have their rights, and so if they're disagreeing with you on that, then like
They get to represent
just,
their company however they want.
Right. Pros and cons, kids.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it ethical for parents to post about their children on social media?
For monetary benefit, no. Unless the kid is also benefiting from said monetary benefit.
Like if you go on my Instagram, my whole thing is my family. Like my whole thing.
Right, and I don't think that's unethical. But if you
post something about your kids that your kids don't know that you posted about them.
They don't know what's on my social media. They don't have it. They don't have social media.
Have you ever posted?
Yeah, I have posted like us on
that
vacations.
They don't know
what's on there because they don't have social media.
I'm saying, like, if they've ever went through something, did you ever post what they were?
Oh,
He's
absolutely
like
not.
private.
No, I have gone through
like
things with my children that is not public knowledge. No, absolutely
Yeah,
not.
okay, yeah. I think like like using that to grow or build or anything.
No,
right?
No,
If
mine is
it's
like
also,
all family enjoyment.
Now again, if it benefits children as well, right? Like if you have some family help shit like type, like content that you make, and your children also benefit from that, that's cool. Where I think the unethical side is people that like use their children for
To
personal
benefit them, yeah.
gain, and then their children, graduate high school and are left all alone. That we can all agree is
like
bullshit.
a Rose,
Yeah,
like a Rose
that-
Blanchard.
That sucked. That was damn. Would that suck? All right.
Like
But-
fucking yeah.
Right. Yeah. You dropped a hammer on me like that. Like you live in a $1.5 million house, and I'm applying.
That was
for...
an extreme example. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
But it's a good example.
It's
It's
a good one.
unarguable.
Right.
I wasn't ready.
I don't think she should. I don't really think she should have killed her mom. Maybe running away was a better option.
Maybe, but she also was subjected to Munchausen
Next question.
syndrome.
Oh yeah, like there's a lot of mental things. See, there's some mental real illness.
You know, there's always a gray area. I hate all these questions because I can debate on both sides.
Should people be allowed to marry virtual partners or AI companions?
I don't fucking
No.
care.
No.
Sure. People have married fucking blow up dolls and shit
Right,
and
but I
like
don't
trees.
know
No,
that
that's
either.
wild, and I don't agree with that.
There's
I
like
just-
a
I
woman
want
who
both-
married
I
like
want
a
both-
700-year-old
both parties
pirate
that are
ghost
being-
or some shit.
You
I was
should.
like, all right, whatever
All I
makes you
want-
happy
I
at
just
night, you
want
weird
both
bitch.
parties to have a social security number. All right.
I think it's
If you're
got to be
going-
like.
look. If you're going, if you're
It
already,
doesn't have to be legal marriage.
right. Like if I'm just saying, if you're already going
Are you
through
so
the government,
familiar?
let's just make sure both parties can have a social security number. All right. Outside of that, if in your spirituality and like religion and everything, you want to marry a tree, I support that wholly. But as far as the government's concerned, I just feel like we should limit that just for honestly logistics.
I mean, if you
sake.
really want government interference, it should be 2 people. You can be whatever kind of people.
But
you wanna
right.
be.
No. It's just
But whatever you wanna
whatever.
be, that's
If the government will give a social security number to the oak tree outside, marry it. Fuck it.
That
have
oak
all
tree
the
better
little
start paying
incorporations,
taxes,
alright?
bitch.
Right, exactly, because then they can tax the motherfucker. But as far as legal government marriage, yeah, just whatever gets a social security number is cool with me.
For me, I don't give a fuck if you marry a tree, the lamppost, a
Except
sock.
that I don't want to pay taxes for it.
I don't want to pay taxes for it. Don't make me believe that you're married to a
You get a
sock.
tax
Don't be like,
benefit
you
from
better address my husband
Right,
correctly. Like, it's
yeah,
a sock.
So just legally
No,
speaking.
well, hold on, time out. Roll back to taxes. You get during tax season, you actually get a credit for being married. Like you get a credit.
No,
aware.
you don't. You don't get a
Only
credit
if you
for
have
marrying a
dependents.
sock.
Right.
Right, but it's marriage, so you do get a credit for being married. Like
Only if they are also paying
mean,
taxes.
You can, like,
Which means they
metaphorically
have to
marry
have a
whatever
social
you want.
security number. Or
But,
a tax
like,
ID number. You know what? I don't need them to have a social security number. I take that back.
You should only marry existing.
But if you have a green card,
You should only be able to marry a humanoid.
You got like 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Listen,
Run it. Sorry.
Should AI be allowed to vote if it achieves self?
no.
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 I also don't.
No,
I
that's
don't want
too
it
much.
to get to
That's
that
too
point,
much.
so I'm still gonna go no.
Yeah, that's too much. That's too far.
You guys know what AGI and all the other levels of AI is?
No, but I'm
You
terrified of the base level. So
No,
I
AI
know.
Is,
I'm on that
AI
page.
is literally the base level. There's other levels.
right, and the base level terrifies me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all should study that. When you do something.
I don't need to be scared. I
Wait.
don't need to lose more sleep.
Like AI is just the base level. Of what it
Oh, I
can
know, and
achieve.
that terrifies me enough to know anything past that, I still disagree with.
Does anybody here use Chat GPT?
No.
Fuck no.
No. Ooh.
Do you have daily conversations with Chat?
No.
That's fair. The way it's
Work
supposed to be used,
purposes.
right?
Yeah.
The way it's
The way it's
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
be.
used.
The more we use it, the more we become useless.
Right. But if you only use it for specific tasks, right? Like make my grocery list. Boom, it makes your grocery list.
You know,
If you only, it's when you start allowing it more. Okay, so here's the thing.
So it's when you start making it a companion.
Right, exactly. It's conversations versus tasks.
this
right?
is like the smallest thing, but even this far into AI bothers me. I'm not saying it's not convenient for me. I'm not saying I don't use it. I'm just saying I disagree with it. Self checkout, even as far as self checkout, because you're like AI is eventually going to eliminate jobs and workforce. We
Well,
just
AI
talked
is-
about population growing and what a danger that is. What about when there's no freaking
AI
work?
Oh well,
Oh.
that honestly it
AI has
removes
been
the.
eliminating jobs since elevators.
We're
Oh, yeah, yeah,
installing.
Somebody that controlled the elevator has
AI
a
is
job.
eliminating jobs since
We
gas
have,
pumps.
Like,
Right.
yeah, like, we've all lived. All of us, none of us are over.
Yeah. You use a cell phone.
Four, easy.
You call out of your area.
We talked about we were
you
gonna
call.
Look,
Nobody over.
yeah.
Nobody in here is over
Yeah.
35.
Look. If you
we
call
all
out
live
of
in
your
a world
area
of
code,
AI.
you're using it like a form of
You're over
technological
35.
innovation.
No,
You're
I'm
over
not.
35. Oh.
I'm
What?
raising my hand. It's my
You're
turn.
fine.
I work for Amazon, obviously. I've said that like 5 times.
Yeah.
They're installing robots now to like do part of our job, but it's not working very good.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
like it's all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I'll explain it real quick. So we have these conveyor belts, right? And normally there's people standing there and there's like these little stickers with letters and numbers, and if you're in front of that letter and number, you grab it and put it on the rack, right? So that's what the robots are doing now. But if it gets jammed somewhere and the conveyor has to stop, it stops the conveyor all the way back to the dock, so the entire conveyor stops for the whole warehouse. And then anything that was on the conveyor there that was like scanned by the robot, it resets. So now all those stuff goes all the way to the end and has to go all the way back through again. And it's just like, what was the point of that?
Give me your phone.
Over and over and over and over and over and over again.
No, I agree. And if they're not pulling it right, like, what's the purpose?
And
So
we're
now there's a
supposed to
question about
lose
human
jobs, but then
efficiency
it's not even
because
working right.
as efficient as a computer can be, they can't update and process as fast as the human brain. So, like, if there was a
Right.
mistake made, humanoids could.
And you have to go change
Well, here's
it.
the thing. So the problem is, okay,
You didn't
one.
give me your phone.
One. Okay, so computers can process way faster than we can, right? That's the whole idea behind AI, right? Now the problem is each individual part becomes its own computer system, and getting those to communicate together is about as it works about as well as we have, communicating together all tonight. It's messy.
Yeah.
Next question.
Wait, I have one last thing. I
Right.
have a problem with Chat GPT and the people who
fuck,
made it.
Also, fuck AI as a whole. Sure.
I was trying to make a cartoon picture out of me and my dude, and it turned him into a white guy. And I was like, Chat, can you make him black with
that's
dreads?
dangerous,
And it was
say.
like, no, we can't do that. This is not like
This
part
is
of our
against-
policy.
Yeah, this is against.
It's
like,
against our
guidelines
policy.
and
And I'm like,
restrictions.
but he's actually like a black guy with dreads. And it's like, no, we can't change people's likenesses. And I'm like, but you did.
Is he?
Yeah, but you did.
He's just light.
He's lighter skinned.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can something be intelligent and artificial? That's not my question.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
should there be a license to become a parent?
Oh, I'm not I don't think I'm licensed.
You
to
can't really,
speak
like-
on that, but also
You can't license
but
somebody.
The problem is, here's the thing: you can
Oops,
license
I'm
somebody to
pregnant.
drive. We've licensed people to drive.
Right? Oopsie, I
And
got
there's
pregnant.
still a lot
Like,
of people without licenses.
No, we're not talking that. We're talking about
Should
you
you?
having child, you having the kids. You're not even about being pregnant. You can adopt. You just being a parent. Not
Right,
even
no,
license to birth,
but
So-
license to be a parent.
but
I mean,
what
I'm
if you
just
accidentally
I'm
get
a parent.
pregnant,
I'll say this.
have the
We're
child? What if you
extreme-
don't pass? They take your kid?
No,
I'm just
I'll
saying,
say this.
it's a crime if you get pregnant without even taking the test.
Look.
Like, you need to come here and get qualified to be a parent.
Oh,
before you
I
get
have.
pregnant.
If
No.
wait. I have this. I have this all
Whatever
day.
the question is, against it.
Okay, I have this all day. Ready? My
Yeah, because
easiest.
you're a parent.
My
No,
easiest
not in
answer is
favor.
this: I am not a parent. I don't want to be a parent. All
Well,
right.
that's great.
I will
can
also
rebuttal
say this,
as a parent.
But also across the board about all of it. I don't want the government involved in my life that much, nor anybody else's life that much. So no, I'm against it all the way across the board. All right, even though I do think there are some motherfuckers out there that should not have had kids. All right, learn to swallow. All right, wrap it up. All right,
Oh my
pull
God.
out. There's a million different ways. All right, guess what, guys? Planned Parenthood
Bro.
has a pay what you can option now. All right, it
Okay,
is not
so-
that difficult. Be
Hear me out.
responsible.
No,
Tough
I
responsibly.
don't think anybody should have to pass a test.
Drop mic.
So I don't think anybody should have to. So here's my deal. I don't think anybody should have to pass a test, right? My entire, I guess not my entire argument. I've got a split point. My first point is, like, it shouldn't be up to anybody else what you're able to do with your body, right? Like, is that not a stance that some of us can share? Like,
Adoption to go. That's not that has nothing to do with your body.
You do have
you
to
just
apply.
said that you have to apply to even get pregnant. So
Yes, you did.
you're saying that they can't even get pregnant legally without qualifying. So
Apply to-
So who's qualifying and pushing a freaking watermelon out of a grape and being like, take it, right? So like, so what I'm saying is,
What about the men? Should men have to go through
More so.
to be a parent?
More
if you were willing to
More
squirt in me
motherfucking
knowing what it
so.
would result in,
You're
yes.
my-
Yeah, so I'm saying, I'm not
hey,
saying just
hey,
women,
hey,
but like men too.
gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to go get licensed to be a parent.
But
Gentlemen.
no, like, not everybody is a
It's a
great
good
parent.
decision.
Like, the world is made up of all kinds of people and all kinds of choices, and you get to make your choices, and that's
It
the
can be
beauty of
reversed.
like being where it's free.
Yeah.
So no, I
It's a
don't
decision.
think you should have to
It can be
test to be a parent, because now we're saying you're gonna
Walmart sells
put
bags of
some
frozen
type
peas for
of
85 cents.
guidelines based on how I'm allowed to do things. So now I have to take your class and pass your test to parent my kid how you think I need to parent them.
Also,
So what?
you know what the
That's
best part is?
communist,
You get to blow
or
loads and
are we still gonna pretend like it's a free nation at that point? So like, yeah, parents
I
are
could do a
freaking
podcast on
shitty.
this. I could do a TED talk.
But
Yes, all right.
where's the freedom at? That's the whole point. We live in a free country. They should have the freedom and the anonymity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying, I am not making a statement for aborting your child at 9 months. You're gross. I am making a
Sure.
statement for having the anonymity and deciding whether or not you want to be a parent
Why is
also.
it gross for a border in 9 months?
Because that's a big.
Because that's an
That's-
entire baby.
that's
So
a
is it gross or are you a murderer?
you're definitely
that's a murderer.
You're gross and you're a murderer, so it's both.
I felt like gross was the most polite way to go. Thank you.
But if you're a murderer, I don't know. I feel like if you're a murderer, you might also kind of just be gross, right? Extenuating circumstances allowed, right?
I mean, Ted Bundy.
Is it legal to get abortion in Colorado?
Yes.
I'm not from Colorado.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
Oh, we have a 6-week law.
Again, Planned Parenthood has a pay
I have
what
a
you
6-week
can
law.
option, ladies
Yeah,
and
I
gentlemen.
heard
Be
about that.
responsible.
And
Pump
I
responsibly.
actually recently know somebody who just found out early enough to be able to do it and was super lucky because like that was on their path that they wanted. But was like
That's crazy.
But within 4 days. They had 4 days. So like
That's crazy.
I know somebody recently who accidentally became pregnant. Not intending to, obviously. And she found out like within, because I'm from Florida, so like we have 6 weeks. Like most people don't know. She found out early enough. She paid enough attention to her freaking body to realize within 4 days of what that limit was. And this is not a person who wants to have children.
Yeah, usually people don't find out till like 8 to 10 weeks.
Yeah, some people don't pay attention. Some people don't take care of themselves. You got to be taking vitamins and watching your body and like, you know, I'm not saying like I'm a gym junkie. I freaking hate the gym, but like I pay attention to what goes in my body and what it does. Yeah, it's so
What do you think
boring.
the flex stands for?
I like Zumba.
Zumba.
Yeah, it's fun. I tried a spin class and I died. I want you to know like it was
Spin
dead.
class is tough.
Oh my god, it was
That's
dead.
a
It was
whole other
awful.
No, I will
But
stand
Zumba,
by that.
I get really
I
down
will
with
stand
Zumba.
on that. Anybody that is running a spin class, like you are a special kind of psychopath. I respect you,
Yeah.
but you are a special kind of psychopath.
Yes.
The people that design and create spin classes, like y'all motherfuckers are like.
What are your lungs made of?
you
That's
are-
my question.
You masochistic
Your
sons of
legs,
bitches, all right?
like
One of the last questions. If you could explore the deep depths of the ocean, or way outer space, safety guaranteed both ways.
Sure,
Go as far out as you want.
sure.
Which one you pick?
Space.
my answer is ridiculous.
It's only 2 answers. Space or ocean.
Space or ocean?
Ocean.
Okay.
The megalodons are still swimming in the deep depths of the ocean. I'm telling
Cool.
you right now.
Okay.
The majority of people who
you're going
answer
the-
usually say ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
Yeah.
want to find the megalodon. I want to prove to people I'm
Okay.
not crazy. I know it's there.
Okay, all right, ready?
Yeah.
I
So
know
here's the
it's
thing.
there.
Ready? Look, between the two options, because if you give me the option to like explore the depths of the ocean endlessly, I will take it. Absolutely. And I'll even agree with you. The megalodon's probably swimming out there. But
No, it is.
right. But the option I could go with you on that journey, or I could explore the literal infinite, the endlessness of space with my safety guaranteed. It just, I don't know, for me, like
But
it
you'll be able
seemed,
to see
it
the
seemed
life forms.
the
I'm telling you, there's life forms.
But like,
Well,
what if
right,
you spend your
right.
entire
I
life?
I have infinity. I have infinity.
Do you have
there's
infinite
a million.
time
It would be
though?
so
I have my
stupid to
safety
think that we're
guaranteed.
the only life
That's
form.
what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
In the ocean, you're gonna
But you might
eventually
die
get
like
lost.
from old
Sure.
age.
Right.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, there's
What if
more.
you spend
there's,
70 years of your life and it's just nothing?
there's more out there than there is down there.
Me and my friends
I know, but
still
what if you
talk about
find
this
nothing?
endlessly.
It's
The
just like
megalodon is
That's
there,
fine.
bro.
I still got the views.
And I need to prove it.
All right, look, I'm here.
There.
Look, guys, I'm here for the vibes. All right, and space offers more vibes. At least the possibility of more vibes than the ocean does. Also, what was it? A year and a half ago, we all watched like 5 Billionaires, right? The most successful of us. We watched
Our
them.
safety is guaranteed. Okay,
Ocean Gate, bro.
we're not gonna.
Are you so for
Sure.
real?
I look. At the end of the day, the answer to the question for
setup.
me ends with the amount of places I can go within that.
Did you really just bring up Ocean Gate? Oh my god.
Yes, the depths of the ocean scare me more than space. I will also stand on that 1,000%.
What if there's like a wormhole inside of Earth that like would take you to also space?
Then I just won.
I would
I
bet.
just won.
I would bet every dollar I got that it ain't in the ocean, because otherwise we'd be flooding that water into space, because that's how wormholes work.
I know. I was just saying.
Or at least
Wait,
hydrodynamics.
Wait, time out. Let's hear. What if?
Science aside.
No, wait.
Come on.
Possibility.
Flex on me with some
The
with some
pressure?
physics.
What if the pressure coming from the black holes enough against the pressure of the water.
Well, then you're
And
not
gravity.
going. Well, then you're
And gravity.
Then
Yeah!
wait. Then the
That's
problem is you're on
science,
the. Then look. Black holes suck things in. All right. There is a theory that Einstein came up with and everybody's had that is called a white hole burst. Because if there's a part that sucks things in, there's a hole that spits things out. But if there's think of the black hole as an asshole. All right. A Christian asshole.
Wow, Steve,
A black hole.
specifically.
A black hole is a Christian asshole. All right. It is a one way only. I had somewhere I was going with it, alright? I had it set up for it.
I think you got it wrong because I'm pretty sure Christian girls.
No.
definitely do.
I can promise you one of the only. I can promise you one of the only points of homophobes like biblical evidence against like homosexuality is the fact that the Bible says sodomy is wrong. All right, and sodomy would be anything involving the asshole. All right, and things entering the asshole. For those of us that are unaware, or also guess what? Oral is also considered sodomy, so we're all sinners. All right, we all love head. All right, but that's not my point.
Feeling like you told us a lot more about yourself than we wanted to know.
What? That we all like butt stuff. All right.
Not all of us.
You like giving or receiving somewhere along the lines, or you haven't tried.
Or you've had bad experiences.
That's the next question.
Or you've had bad
Tell us about butt stuff.
gotta figure out what stage, what phase.
And then he hit it.
I said that's the next question.
You're a piece of shit. No, some people have bad experiences. Some people have tried and have had horrible experiences. I don't want to talk about it.
I've had horrible experiences and I've had great experiences.
No, I've never had a good experience. It's awful. It's terrible. And I can appreciate if somebody else likes it. Like, I get like the appeal because like there was always obviously there was a romance with it at some point. But like, it was really bad. It's not something I will tell you on camera.
My thing is,
I will tell you.
Look, if you go
What
to
did
your
you say?
if you go over to your
What
friend's
sock?
house, it's only polite
Do you know
to
what
say
pink sock
hi to
is?
their neighbor.
No.
All right.
Do you want to explain what a pink sock is?
Oh Jesus.
I don't want to explain what a pink sock is.
Ladies and
Don't
gentlemen.
Google it either.
All right.
Give me
All right. So a pink sock.
Hold on. I told him that my stuff always comes up in some of our topics.
Yes.
And so then to which I
Every
said,
time.
I-
Or like foot fetishes.
oh, you just want the vape. Okay.
Yeah, well,
So,
I'm finished.
I was asked to explain what a pink sock is.
What the
A
fuck
pink
is that?
sock, in medical terms, a pink sock would be considered a prolapsed rectum.
What?
All right, that is what it medically speaking. Now, so what that means is through
This is a real conversation.
is through penetration
God.
and suction when whatever is inserted into the anus is removed.
I can't believe this
There
is
is
what
enough
we're
there is
doing.
enough friction
This is
and
really
suction
serious
that realistic that the innards
You
of
realize that
the rectum
anus
and the
is
anus.
irreparable, correct?
What?
You realize the anus is irreparable.
A pink sock is when your asshole gets turned inside out.
Exactly. Thank you. I was going through. I was going to paint a picture. So there's enough
The
suction
technical term.
that when it's pulled out
Stop.
is a prolapsed asshole. All right, you'll hear prolapsed asshole a lot, but that is not medical because there's no medical term for asshole. The medical term for asshole would be rectum. So a prolapsed rectum would be
Is
a
your
pink
asshole
sock.
turning inside out? That's
Yes.
gross. Do you see how?
And you know how you
made
fix
on
it?
the
You have to
beginning, I guess?
thumb it back in. All right.
No, the rectum is irreparable.
Yeah, if you tear it. All
If you
right.
tear it, you-
It's also still very elastic.
I've never had this problem.
Look, I know too.
When
The
you're
gay
on this
community
podcast,
has
I'm
been
gonna tell
too
you it's
successful
terrible
for
for
too
your
long.
life.
All right, for the asshole to not fucking.
It's be friends.
Also, mucous membranes stretch like close back up. It's the same reason why you could have a kid and not just like and everybody else from there, not just like toss their little Vienna sausage.
also how you have very large poops sometimes.
Yes, ma'am. Go
How
for
the
it.
fuck do you know all that about assholes?
I've
Google.
fucked women in the ass. I've eaten ass.
That is
He's
a
the
lot
ass
of
man.
ass knowledge.
I'm sorry. I'm educated. I don't know how to justify my education to you.
Ooh, rude. I'm just saying that's a lot.
But yeah, I like to know how my body works.
Even without detail?
Buttholes.
Yeah, if I'm gonna fuck somebody in the ass.
You want to know all that detail beforehand?
Yes.
But I mean,
It doesn't like take away from it.
no.
no,
Oh my god!
no. Okay, you want to look? I want to know. I want to.
Totally takes it away from
I wanted before I had sex, the like public school like the public education system made sure I was well educated and like terrified and like
Here,
fear
watch
factor.
this woman having
Right.
a baby at age
About
12.
the chances of me getting somebody pregnant. All right. So yeah, I'd also like to know just what the other risk factors are for some of the more adventurous shit I might think up of, alright? Because whatever, I promise, that, and it works for everybody, whatever you think is crazy, somebody else has done worse, alright?
Guaranteed.
So just give it a quick Google. Be safe. Puff responsibly, alright?
Use a private browser though, because wow, don't do that.
Also, yeah, Google Incognito is life,
Oh
alright?
my god.
And that's if you're not going on the dark
I
web, but that's a different
promise you don't want
podcast
your ad
entirely,
changes
ladies
to
and
happen.
gentlemen.
You know what? Matter of fact, download DuckDuckGo.
Bro. I freaking cannot with that. Without freaking knowledge, I'm so
Download a whole app so you can
Like,
look up
Sir,
sex
do you have any
stuff.
more questions for us, or are we just vibing?
Now, like, it's crazy.
Butt
Oh my
stuff.
god.
You got more questions for us, or are we just vibing right now? Word.
7 minutes. Let's talk conspiracy.
Oh, I love conspiracy.
Promo for Friday. Conspiracy. Let's think.
I have a conspiracy for you.
I have a conspiracy. What's a good simple one? Okay. Earth is
Oh,
flat.
I have-
Is the Earth flat?
No, absolutely not.
No,
How is it a conspiracy?
I'll say this.
Yeah. Better one, let me know, please.
We live in a dome.
What are the Twin
Yes,
Towers
and that
upside
dome
down?
is called motherfucking Earth, alright? You stupid sons of bitches. It ain't flat. It's a dome, alright?
Oh no.
Thank you for that.
Did we bomb the Twin Towers, or did they fall? Is it a conspiracy? Is it a conspiracy?
What's the second plane, really? Second plane looks, well, there's a conspiracy that the second plane was CGI.
I don't think they had that capability at that time. Not
In
that
2001?
Have you not seen the
We for sure had the capabilities back then. Oh, we for sure had. We had already made Predator, alright? Like, we had already made Predator, guys. Like, yeah, we had the capabilities.
Okay, let's stay on this. There's a theory that the second plane wasn't real. Guys, it's bullshit, I believe.
Bro, I never even heard of that before.
Look it up. There's a theory the second plane wasn't real.
Sure.
You can go back and look at the news segments, and nobody said anything about a second plane.
Give me something more. Give me something more.
Then they try to get some shit where
Is this like one of those
Oh,
like?
I was gonna go. If we got 7 minutes,
the
let's.
Monopoly guy, like one of those like.
well, not a
What are they?
Mandela.
Mandela.
No, because there's a lot of explanations about Mandela effects. But no, I think the 9/11 shit. No, there's a lot of news stations where when the second tower fell, they never said anything about a second plane.
Right.
They always just said.
Well, they said
no,
the second tower fell.
was
Well,
fine.
also, but so there was always documented very little footage of maybe a second plane hitting. But on news stations, there were postings and very publicly, like the second tower was hit, right? And then there was another post where the second tower fell, right?
So it's fair.
And
like,
now,
did it fall because of
in
that, or
terms
did we blow
in
it up?
terms
Because
of
there's,
the 9/11 conspiracy,
Bro,
I don't even know where to go with it. Give us another conspiracy.
Bro, there's videos.
Flat
of
Earth.
the
I
bombs
just
going up and
but it's a
bombs
grab
going
all.
up.
It's a grab. Here we go. You want a fun conspiracy? I mean, we some hot topic shit.
Oh, I have one.
There's
Oh,
I mean, there's a million of them right now.
oh, a million. Go.
Do vaccines cause autism? I mean, the easy answer is no, because like we're all
You think that's a
medically and
conspiracy
scientifically. I mean, given the amount of people that are not getting their children vaccinated, I would say yes. Given the fact that like
I never thought about that as a conspiracy.
given the fact that like our like
just never,
RFK
like-
Jr. like was hardcore against vaccines, it was like added to the cabinet. Wonderful to meet you.
Don't step on ET.
You can step on him. It's okay.
Please
He's a
don't.
tough son of a bitch, right? He's tough to. He's a tough son of a bitch. Oh yeah, he's not on his back.
I don't know. Like,
Have a good night.
I've never considered that like a conspiracy theory.
I figure if it's something popular that people believe that goes against the social norm, it has to be a conspiracy, right? Also, it has to be a conspiracy, or what is it? Just a polarizing a point of view. But I feel like that's any conspiracy
Well,
theory.
is it a conspiracy theory that Obama did more for the gays than he did for blacks?
No, that's facts.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's not a
That's
conspiracy.
facts.
That's like a
That's
statement.
facts. Now, I will also
Just
say this. That's not shitting on him, right? That's just saying that could also just be the times and what was presented to him,
Well,
right?
is there a conspiracy that Michelle's is Michael?
Oh my god,
How
have
do
you seen all those
how do
freaking
you-
videos
how
of
do you
dicks
actually-
swinging?
See, this is the good conspiracy theory. That was some wild shit.
Michael twice. If I called you,
Do you think
Daniel,
they really CGI'd
if
all
me
them
and you were
dick
dating
swings?
and I called you Daniel twice,
My dad has called me James.
No, I'm saying
Yeah, but that's confusing your
It's
children.
my brother's name.
What Daniel?
That's confusing.
I've also been called D'Artagnan, which was a dog's name.
As well as like one of the
My grandfather used to go
musketeers.
through a
Yes.
whole roll.
He's a musketeer.
Okay, cool. We're literally
This is named
educated. We're
after-
literally educated. I mean.
So, okay,
Oh yeah.
I didn't give birth to the kids.
you're right. Florida people are fucked up. What if I know somebody like that? Somebody whose spouse switches between two entities. I really do.
I think they need medication first off.
What we call bipolar,
if
or
I'm-
no, is that borderline personality?
I don't know, but I do
yeah.
know somebody like that.
Schizophrenia?
I'm
And it's weird. And like, she finally
Yeah,
broke
yeah,
down and was
that
like,
just
you
means I
have
can
to
hide
pick
some
one.
lows.
It was
My
like,
highs
I
are-
don't know what you're doing, but we've got
And my
like 5
lows
kids in
are-
this house.
well.
It's a
Isn't it fun?
dude. His name is Michael, but he also feels like a Michelle. So sometimes she's married to a woman and sometimes she's married to a man. She was like, no, bro,
I
I'm
can't
married you
imagine
as a
what it
man.
would
I
be
plan on being married to a man. I'm like, I'm
Sounds
cool with
boring.
you cross-dressing, but like,
What do
we
you
gotta
even
come
think
up
of?
with some kind of pattern because like
Well,
these kids are
I
confused as
firmly
fuck.
believe. I'm going to show you some pictures
Yeah,
of like
school teacher,
also of
and
like, ET
I'm
comes
so
on up.
glad I taught her to charter school
My-
because I'm all for pronouns. Cool, pick your pronouns. I don't know how I could teach that. Not gonna lie to you.
I have a
Because there's a lot of kids-
slightly different opinion.
There's a lot of kids who like would ask questions about plural and singular, and now I have to like explain it. But it's like I didn't get explained
This is
this
like
to
my
as
food.
a
This is
child.
the one
And I
that
understand
YouTube's
that
talking
now
about.
it's a conversation now. I worked at a charter school, so we didn't have to go through that.
Controversial.
Yes, but I
So,
but
like-
I understand that there's some teachers that had
Like,
to
did it
teach like
the
that.
whole
It's like, I don't know how I could.
Crochet.
That's
what I do.
I don't know how I would sit there and be like, yes, they is a them, but they is a them is for one person. It's not plural, guys. I know we taught you that they them is plural, but now yes, that it's plural, but it's because they. So I just wouldn't know how to.
So, okay, controversial. I'm okay with you having whatever pronouns you want. That's fine. Totally fine with it. You cannot ask me to do that. How am I supposed to be right all the time? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to not be hateful by doing it wrong? There's so many gray areas there, and like not only that, but like you can't, in my opinion, like you can't expect everyone else to just fall in line with like, yeah, like so like I'm not okay with any of that, and like if you want to do that in your personal home and whatever, like I 100% support whatever you want to do because like it's a free country, like I support having freedom. Even if I disagree, it doesn't matter. I don't have to agree. It's your freedom. It's your absolute right, and I 1000% support that. 100%. But to now bring it somewhere where you have to explain to my children,
Trauma does that.
no, you shouldn't have to explain anything. My children shouldn't be asking those questions. That shouldn't be prevalent or present in their current life. It's just not appropriate.
Specifically, actually.
It's
Trauma.
not
It's just literal trauma.
not appropriate. And it's unfair to the teacher too, like in your defense, because like I have my children's schools know me. You shouldn't be put in that position either, and it's unfair because if you answer incorrectly, you will lose your job.
Yeah, 100%.
I just had a teacher decide that she wanted to share her political views with my 12-year-old's
Can't do
class.
that.
Hell the fuck no! You think I wasn't on this phone with the school immediately?
You can't do shit.
Yes.
Please don't teach my kid your political views. You can teach them politics and like the basics of what it means.
Economics.
Yeah.
Yes. You do not get to share your political views. You do not get to, and kids should not have that in their atmosphere. Kids should get to be kids. It shouldn't have to be present for all of our feelings. That's our shit. That's not their shit. Do not make it their shit. Like, controversial. People who say that their 8-year-old wants to be a musician. No. Your 8-year-old doesn't even know their own body yet. Everyone's uncomfortable in puberty. They haven't gone through it. Let them get through it, and then let them decide who they are once they get in their body. I think that transition is a debatable. It's dead, but here you can hold it.
What's the age?
I think an 18 to 21-year-old, like where the drinking age is, like that is an appropriate time somewhere in there for whatever the states want to decide. That is an appropriate time for people to make that kind of change and make the decision for themselves, because like they've either lived with it that long or they've gotten over what they thought was weird. Like, you have to let them get over it and then make a decision. Like, you have to give them time. Like, they don't know at 8, they don't know at 4, they don't know at 12, they don't know at 16. There are cases. Okay. Oh, God, Florida people are so weird. I know somebody who is an actual transition person that I respect as their transition and respect their pronouns. He, him. Totally normal, totally fine. But, like, I literally told this person when we were teenagers, I'm like, dude, you might be a dude. You know, like, straight up. So, like, and that person hates the trans community, hates them, hates what they're doing, thinks that the entire community, like, brings down, like, his struggle and what he went through and all the things he had to do for his journey. Like, he's like, it completely wrecks it for me because I lose trust in the public, I lose trust with the people. Like, this is not real. Like, people that are real transit go through real things. Like, they make sure that the people around them understand them. And that's what he did. He made sure everybody around it, he was like, it's not their job to understand me. It's my job to let them know because they knew me as someone else. How is it their fault? So he was like, it's my accountability. And he can't stand that the entire community itself, refuses to take that kind of like ownership when he is like all for the ownership. Like, even his mom messes it up and like calls him like a her or by her previous name or whatever. And he's like, you know what? It's my mom. Like, she birthed me. She named me. Like, I can't get mad at her for that. And I also don't have a place to correct her, but she knows what it is and she'll correct herself and takes no offense even with their own parent because, like, how is it their parents' fault? And cannot believe the hype and the things that are on, like, media, like, won't even turn on the news because he's like, it's not real. That can't be real. If those people don't mean it, he doesn't believe any of those fucking people. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? So, controversial, whatever, but like, that is probably the only person I genuinely believe for transition. Like, because I genuinely, like, I know that person and they're, like, what they went through. I was there.
Oh, it's right here.
Away from the coffee. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, and I agree with that. I think, but along with that, right, where you said, like, that's the only person I believe because you saw their struggle and all of their shit through it, right?
Yeah, they have genuine.
I just want to make sure I'm quoting correctly, right? Like, that's the only, I'm just saying, like, you said, like, that's the only person.
Because I have other people around me that swear that they are, but, like, they don't do.
No, I got you. I'm just making sure, like, you were just saying, like, you saw their struggle and you saw.
And I see other people who think that. No,
right,
and I
agree.
No.
No. I'm just wait. Let me finish with it. Because I'm not trying to, like, go against you here.
Just don't take me out of context.
No, that's not what I'm.
Right.
I'm trying to quote you to take it in context. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were just saying, like, for them.
Him.
Okay, so he's the only one, like, you really butt into because you, like, in a way you went through it with him, right? You were there.
I mean, it was
not went through it with him, but you were there and you saw him go through it and you were there with him and you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you relate to it, right? I'm just trying to I'm just quoting you, like, trying to, like, make sure I understand you on that.
Are you about to tell me that I don't know anybody else who said they've transitioned, but I don't?
Not at all. No.
Okay.
No.
Right,
not even close.
Then yes.
Not even close. Not even close.
Okay, then yes.
I'm just saying then that in the same sense then, right? Obviously, right? Like, sometimes I think there can be the unfortunate sense in all aspects, right? Whatever the hot topic is at the moment, right? Of, like, the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? But also just like logically, right? Like, and I think you even said it. You're like, I'm not denying other people's shit. Like, you're saying,
yeah,
like, right? You're just saying, like, I just know that, like, this is one that, like, I know. But even by knowing one person, right? Can we agree on this? By knowing one person who's gone through it that you agree with, you're like validating that, like, that struggle as a whole is real.
It's a real thing,
right?
It's just rare.
Not to say that societally there aren't things pushed upon anyone at any way, one shape,
It's
or form.
real. It's very
right,
real.
But yeah, okay. That's all I was going with. That's all I was going with. Right.
Yeah.
Is that everybody like?
Yeah,
across
I'm
the board?
not. Yeah, I am
Like,
in no way
and I
saying that
think-
it's not valid.
No. That's never where I was going with it. I think my point was that even like somebody who you don't. I guess the easiest way to say it is like you don't typically lean that way, right? To be like sympathetic to that cause you don't.
No, I
You
don't.
are right. Okay, right. You are on the more conservative side, right?
Correct.
Well, we'll just say it that way, simplify it, right? And that's neither here nor there. But I guess the point is that no matter where you stand, all it takes is like one instance of like somebody you connect with, like actually seeing it firsthand, to like just to justify its existence and its like legitimacy, not across the board, but that it is a real thing. That's all I'm saying.
I think that that's a fair summation.
You know what I'm saying? Is that like it's a
often in a lot of cases, I
Right.
think that's a fair summation.
right,
yeah.
right. Like, well, and I guess my thing is like because there's a lot of people who deny its existence as a whole.
To be fair, I probably would have been one of those people.
Right.
Because
until,
I am significantly
right,
more conservative.
Right. Until you had a like
Right,
close
but there's-
relationship.
But that's it's
But I'm
fair.
I'm
So
just saying,
like,
right. But all I was saying is that like you being open to like a relationship that you have, right, and moving in that direction is what opens all of us up to new experiences and like new ways of thought, right? Right, like without that, you would have been on the other side of it. Without that relationship that you
probably,
have,
yeah.
you would
Yeah,
have,
more
you
than likely,
likely
yeah.
would have like lied on the other side of it.
Yeah,
and
more
that's,
than
and that's
likely.
just the way the world works. Like that's human experience, right? But I'm just saying, like I just always feel like it's important, like because in the same way we're like we have differing views, right? All it takes is a similar experience on the other side of the coin. Where now I'm like, oh fuck yeah, and that's the humanity of it, right? Is like all of it is like before
Again, humanity's fine, but like
right.
reasonable
I'm just saying no.
restrictions.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're just saying like all it takes is like one experience to be like, oh, that is real, right?
Yeah.
And then like, but when we all accept that it's real, I feel like when we all accept it's real, is then when we can narrow in, we can take out like the clouds. We can take all the fog away from it, right? Because it's just otherwise we just have like screeches in the darkness, right?
I feel like a lot of social issues are like that. Like,
100%,
like
no.
economically,
All
I'm
day, every
super
day.
conservative, but like I am a little bit
Economically, I
moderate.
am poor, ladies and gentlemen. That's where I stand.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
But like socially, like I
That's
feel like I'm
about
in the
where
middle
I'm
of the
at
road on a
these
lot of
days.
concepts. Like, I consider myself more moderate. I'm definitely I'm definitely like registered as a Republican, like whatever. But like I find myself to be quite moderate. I also don't believe that social issues and economic issues should be tied together, and I'm tired of people tying them together. They need to be very, 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 very separate, like church and state. Because you
Right.
cannot make emotional decisions economically in order to have like a growing and thriving business.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if there was
I can talk shit though.
Oh yeah, talk shit. No.
All right, come at me, bro. What you got? What you got? What's up?
Alright, we vibing out. So right here, I'm gonna talk my shit. So I interview this girl right here every 4 years. Her name is Jordy.
You on TV right now?
Yeah. So I interviewed her in
cool.
2020. Well, I interviewed her first in 2016. I interviewed her in 2020. Then I interviewed her in 2024. And I'm gonna interview her in 2028. But in 2028, she's gonna be in the Olympics.
Hell
Interview
yeah.
her for
What's
what?
What's her sport
She's
specifically?
track.
Track. Okay.
Yeah, she just signed. She's at Kansas University now.
Word, dude. That's sick.
She's a freshman, yeah. So I've been interviewing her since she was like in fucking middle school, and her parents always have been in her interviews. They're just sitting in the background, and so I just been talking to her, and
Are these some of your interviews on the TV right
yeah, this is her right here. This
like this stuff you've interviewed her with.
yeah, this
word,
might have
word,
been
word.
this
No,
was
that's
like
sick,
in,
that's sick.
I think
just
this
figured
was-
she's getting big, you know.
yeah, this was last year, 2024.
Oh shit.
So
Dude,
she
that's
was what 18, 17 right here, but I've been interviewing her since she was like in middle school. I think at the end of elementary school when I caught up to her. But now she's a freshman at fucking University of Kansas.
She gonna be running
Track.
Olympic track.
Yeah, KU. And so hopefully by 28 she'll be running in the Olympics, and then I plan to be in LA during 28. So if I can interview her in her fucking Olympic gear,
Bro,
Bro, that was
And
you
then
badass.
you've already got the history.
and it already got
You've
the
already got the
fucking.
history, dude.
Come
now.
on.
That's
That
sick.
shit would
That's
be
super
so
cool.
fucking fire,
Dude,
bro.
that's super fucking
That
cool.
shit would be fire. And if it's not 28, then it would be 32. And if it's not 32, it would be 36.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
the
bro.
thing is, what do you know her like primary events just in track?
Nah, not in
Okay,
college.
not off the top of your
Not
head.
in college,
Yeah.
man. Because I mean, she was just a kid, and I feel weird talking to kids
Well,
too.
especially, I guess,
So,
especially when, like they're in high school, they're
Yeah,
doing
like
everything, right?
yeah, I'm not
That's
really.
cool though.
Hell
Like
yeah,
that track
cool as
star in
fuck.
high school, just it's like.
So if y'all, I don't know her last name, but her name is Jordan. So if you ever hear about a girl named Jordan out of Kansas University,
I'll look her up right now. I guarantee.
this is her. Yeah, you can probably find her Kansas a freshman track star.
That's
or
cool as
something.
fuck though.
Hell yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to this one guy. He does MMA. He's a Canadian. His name is Tommy. I'll skip this promo.
Steven. Was that my other one?
Is she from what?
Was
Yeah,
that
that's the other one. Correct for you.
Oh, okay.
It's brand new right there.
No, it's empty. Where?
Wait, that one's empty.
Yeah, I don't know
That
what you
one
did
right
with my old one.
This right here is my
That
name.
one's empty.
The homie
Yeah.
Tommy. He just had a fight a couple weeks ago too. I'm all for UFC fighters. I'm all for boxers.
The other one's there.
Hey, shout out to Tommy, dog.
Oh,
You're just a ridiculous human.
oh, wow.
He's Canadian.
Canadian. Shout out to the Canadians.
Not the Texas.
Ooh, wait, Jordan West.
Not to be
Also,
confused
sorry.
with the
Yeah,
Edmonton.
not there. As I swear to God, Edmonton was in fucking Canada or Canada.
In Canadian.
No.
So English is not his first language. So
French?
yeah. So he did the interview in English for me. I was like, hey, I appreciate you, dog.
Bro, that's cool.
Hell yeah.
And you be posting this kind of shit?
Hell yeah.
Alright. That's cool. I've never done anything like this. This is fun.
Yeah, I just love talking to people. I'm just nosy. I just love to just learn about some people. Talking shit, interviewing, just all type of shit. Let's see what else I have. So I used to do interviews in the gym. People would just come to the gym. Anytime I used to do personal training. So when I didn't have a client, I would just be doing interviews. And people would come out of town. Like she was from, I don't even know what city was she from. People would come out of town to come hop on the podcast. Along with getting a workout in and doing whatever. But and this was probably what, 2018, 2019 maybe?
Why do you sound like that?
Well, I tell you, when I was in the hospital, I had all those tubes in my throat, so it just changed my voice.
Shit. What were you in the hospital for?
I had an allergic reaction, and I was in a coma for like 3 weeks. Kind of like what
What
he
you
was
allergic
saying.
to?
I don't know. I don't know at that time. But kind of what ET was saying, where he had to learn how to walk and rehab and shit. I had to go through that for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
But this was like 4 years ago. That's why I had that scar on my neck.
They trick you?
Yeah, I was on an ECMO machine. You know what ECMO is?
Yeah.
I was on ECMO, and I had the ventilator.
Damn.
So I had the ECMO on the side of my neck and the ventilator in my throat. So it just changed my vocal cords.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's wild, right?
It's... Are you sure you're not a clone?
Bro, I feel like I should have.
I can
I don't
hear
know.
it though. I can hear it. Like that is 100% just your voice, but like a half octave up.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
It's weird.
it's completely
Like
it changed.
it's the difference of like for me like going here to if I started talking here, like I can still talk here the same way, but like this would be crazy to hear versus if like you know me here.
Bro.
Yeah,
Like yeah, that's insanity, and that's it is.
yeah.
And then
Yo,
can you imagine how that the same shit goes for people that like record music that way, like over decades,
Yeah.
over decades, dude. Like
Can I say like the weirdest thing that's gonna come out really
Michael
horrible?
Jackson.
Yeah.
You say yeah.
You look like Dark on the TV.
Well, that's because he's in Atlanta there. Here, he's living in fucking Colorado.
You said I look
He's closer to the
darker?
sun here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because
Yeah, but it's like...
I don't really be
Alright.
outside like that out here. Yeah, maybe it's probably the filter too.
It's probably
Because he looks darker.
You look like you got raccoon eyes.
But he looks darker than what
right,
he
but
really
you
is
can
too.
already tell the contrast is bad because it looks like he's wearing a goddamn like fucking bandit mask right now.
And we're on
Like
this.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying, raccoon eyes.
This was a lot of. Hold on, first of all, the camera was kind of old. This was a long time ago. Like,
because of like the video of the time.
yeah, like if I
showed
showed you the unedited
Right?
version,
Okay, so I'm not
probably.
crazy.
It's like
Right,
there's
but I
more
mean,
sun
yeah,
in Atlanta.
yeah,
Like we may be
your
closer,
beard
but like
here is just a
the
shadow.
number of days where it's
Alright.
sunny versus the number
Hey,
of
it's
days
all good. I don't give a damn.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like this is an older
Like,
video.
I'm-
Like,
Yeah, it's
old
like
video,
2018. We
trust me,
chilling.
like there's well,
This is the
like,
whitest I've ever been in my
videos
life.
of like old videos
Damn.
just look like that.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Not that I'm like
I
super
was
But-
just asking the question like, why do you look dark there?
Oh no,
It's
this
like,
is
normally I'm
this is
everything
my
is
tan.
here.
I'm from Florida. I
Yeah.
don't really
Right,
want
it's
tan.
like-
That's my tan.
And my guy does naked yoga classes. So if you ever want a naked yoga class, please pull up to Easy's yoga class. You can take a
Oh, that's
naked yoga
cool.
class. And I mean butt ass naked if you want to.
Well, all I got from that was butt ass naked. What?
You're
I
talking
said
about naked
the
yoga.
guy that was just on the screen, he does a naked yoga class. So if you ever want to do like butt ass naked yoga, he's the man.
And
I'm not sure if
no,
you want
I
that,
don't.
you know?
So what? Like
I don't know
you're
how-
in downward
Especially-
facing dog, then you look up to get a new position. There's fucking nuts in your face. and
Nobody
you're-
told you to look up.
I'm
What you
just-
mean? You gotta look up to get the next position.
For me, it's the
If
down dog
I
when you lift the
ideally-
one leg and then there's the person behind me.
Here's my thing. My thing is, look, if you're in downward dog and you're looking up,
No, not
you're
looking
not
up in.
doing it right.
Not looking up in downward dog, but like switching the position
Right,
to the
well,
next.
hopefully they're also moving to the next position. Also, you signed up for naked yoga. If you're not afraid of, if you're not.
That's-
okay
but
with
that's-
seeing
Yeah,
a
like,
butthole,
yeah, like,
Bro!
yeah.
That's why I
you're
wouldn't
not
go.
afraid of seeing a
Oh
butthole,
my
just
god.
don't do naked yoga.
Bro, that's why I wouldn't go. That's literally I just said I wouldn't sign up.
What about naked yoga would go?
I don't.
Now, see, I'm opposed.
Imagine a baby goat and you're
He
like,
just wants someone to slap peanut butter on his
No,
nuts so the goat can lick it
that
off.
is- whoa, time.
and you're in
no,
like
fuck
the
no.
lizard pose, right? And a
Right,
baby
right,
goat
no.
just decides, you know what?
She
Exactly.
said,
I said, okay, but just for clarification, everybody, put up the naked goats thing while you're like the naked, but yeah, the naked. Goat
Oh!
yoga.
This guy looks
he
dark.
just
and he's not
unlocked
dark.
bestiality.
Thank you.
See,
yeah.
see,
the naked
yeah.
goat, I brought the naked goat yoga up.
No,
as
it's
a joke.
fine. We understand you are into bestiality. You've unlocked
That's
it. It's
not where
fine.
I
I'm
was going
just
with
Tapped
saying,
into it. It's cool.
Say you're doing naked yoga.
Look,
And
I
the baby
have
goat-
dangling bits. I understand. I don't need things for little kids to just like.
Like naked yoga on the beach, and
Right.
families are strolling by. It's like dangling and
I'm
shit.
the last person that's
You're in
looking
full,
and just like
peace mode,
you're
and then
just-
just like
yeah,
boom.
I'm just full zen. Just and they just I'm not down for that, alright?
No,
I'm the
yeah,
last
no,
person.
bro.
Baby goat yoga.
Baby goat yoga with clothes,
Although,
with clothes.
You know, now that we know the like how crazy that discoloration is on TV.
Sorry,
I
it's
look
not
like
funny.
him?
It's not funny. What do you mean?
Who are you pointing at? All those black people?
See, you know.
Now, is that appropriation or
Right.
appreciation?
What?
Yeah, no,
Let's circle all the way back, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We
For
saw
real.
the joke was going initially.
That is funny. So I'll tell you the history about this video, right? So I came back from out of town. I was actually in California. I don't know if you guys know who Callie Uchis is.
No.
Well, sorry, I used to be her trainer. So I would be training her back in California, and then I would come back home. So this day I came back home, and back home in Atlanta, there's a gym called HX Fitness, where all the trainers of the city would all meet up, and we would all just work out. So I got the call like, hey, we're meeting up today, pull up with the camera. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to be back in town. I'll pull up on y'all later. So I get back in town, pull up on the guys, and we just start filming. So everybody in this gym now has their own gym. And that's so fucking fire, bro, because this was like 2018. And so all these people, there's a lot of steroids in this bitch, but all these people have their own brands and gyms now. And that's my business partner right there with the dreads. But everybody else in this bitch just have their own shit going. Even the ladies, everybody got their own shit going on. So that shit cool. Hell yeah, that shit hella cool. And we used to just travel. We used to travel a lot, make videos, just do all type of shit. But it all just stemmed from me doing bodybuilding shows in college.
You used to do bodybuilding shows in college?
Yeah, I did 3 of them hoes.
You did what, like more like the athletic build?
Men's physique.
Yeah, okay, the physique.
Yeah, men's physique.
That shit I'm talking about, right? Yeah, you were just like me and Rick.
Hell yeah.
Rick as fuck.
Hell yeah. But this gym don't even exist no more. They shut that bitch down straight virtual. They said we don't even need a physical place. We making so much money off the virtual, bitch. Like we'll just shut this bitch down.
I mean, that's how a lot of like people that got big on like the influencer shit about even, you know.
Makes sense to me.
Like money, look, money's money. All right.
And there's a lot of it in the fitness industry back home. I feel like it's a lot of money here in the fitness industry, but not in the personal training industry. Sleep, sleep. ET is sleep. Taking a good nap. Did he take a nap? Did he take a nap earlier?
Way earlier today, right?
What?
Yeah, for a little bit.
What? What he?
What? No, did he take a nap earlier?
No.
No, he took a little bit.
No, he did not.
Bullshit, you asked me to go searching for his phone underneath his nuts.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I asked him, but you didn't ask me to do some crazy shit.
You did. You unbuckled your seatbelts or like.
I didn't have a seatbelt on. I just leaned over and saw that I would have to dig underneath his nuts. Yeah, why do you think your car got a notice about kids in the back seat?
Kids in the back seat.
No, that was me. Unbuckled.
Yeah, every time he rides in the
Also,
back
that's
seat,
also I like
tells me to check for the kids in the back.
Hey, listen to these boxes punches. Listen to these punches.
Damn! Like gunshots.
Like what? He told me to come over and spar with him one day.
And you said hell no?
I said hell yes.
Oh.
And then we started.
And then afterwards, you were like,
I said, bro, what?
This was a mistake.
Bro, what? And he's only like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, but speed is speed.
Bro,
I'm in danger.
But listen. But check this out, though. His kicks are worse.
I'm sure.
Like, he kicks.
So I never really did like the
He
MMA
kicks.
shit. I wrestled in high school.
He can reach my face.
Oh.
He's 5'6".
How tall are you?
I could like
6 foot, maybe 6'1".
I could do something like a long time called like bow and arrow. Where,
Bruh, I don't want that though. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to get kicked in the face. I can get punched all day, cool. But a fucking some finger or not finger, some toes just come slap me across the cheek.
It's way worse than that though.
Bro, that's demoralizing.
You know what's way worse than that? Is when somebody actually knows how to kick you. You know what hits you? Is like they're like shin area.
Yeah, bro. Like,
it's way worse than toes.
Why are you?
Remember, the problem is you remember somebody if they kick you and their toes hit you. Problem is, I'm 100% yes. Okay. Also, yeah.
Feet are
like
gross.
yes, feet are gross. Feet are the worst. The feet are the worst appendage of the human body. Period. End of story. I will live and die on that hill. All right, I promise you. I will.
So you're not putting toes in your mouth?
At any point ever, no. All right, look. Like if I did.
I'll
not,
put some toes in my mouth. I'll put some toes in my mouth.
I respect that. All right. It's just look. It's just not me. All right. I promise you. If I did not need my own feet, I would have cut them off. All right. Feet are that gross.
I mean, if you don't know, it wasn't quite well. Because if you would have liked it, you'd have known about it.
I hate feet. That's all. Really. That's all. But
Like there's saliva all over my toes and in between, and my toes are like wiggling, and there's like a no.
Remarkable.
You made that noise doing what?
right. Yo, wait. Is dirty toes all we need to get gapped?
I mean, that's
No.
gross.
As a woman,
Jesus Christ.
what is looking manly? Is this looking manly? Wait, we'll go back. Hold on, we're gonna go back. What is looking manly?
Oh, I handed them one.
Okay, you got one.
Yeah, I
What
handed them one.
is this?
Are we
Is
gonna
this
go men versus
is this
like?
too muscular?
Are we
is
gonna
he
go
too
battle
big?
for the sexes right now?
No.
I just want to know.
No.
Would you want your back like that?
Yes.
You would want your back, but that was me.
I want her to not be working out, and I want to see her back in a dress.
Mm.
Like
Ooh,
the
I
backless,
bet
so
it's
I can
nice.
see how it
I
looks.
bet it's nice.
I think that's fair.
In a pump, yeah, like of course
But,
your
like,
muscles are
no.
gonna essentially look, I guess,
Larger,
manly.
yeah.
But
More
no.
accentuate.
Mm.
No, that's a good point. Like,
No
with, like,
pump.
muscular women, and then like they put on a dress. Honestly, because also I was like this.
I guess I'm making a confession. It's sort of. I mean, it's cool. I don't dig it. I've always kind of like been, like either I guess like a chubby chaser kind of.
You
like,
have?
Yeah.
So you like bigger guys? You like bigger
Girls,
guys?
boys, like both. Like wait, like I don't really like date anyone skinny. Like tall, always taller than me unless it's a girl. But like.
Dang.
So I follow this girl on Instagram. This is what she looks like.
Okay.
This is what she looks like. Right?
Mm.
Okay. This is also what she looks like.
Yeah.
Ready?
Right. No.
Wait, bring that over here. I can't see it.
No. Okay. So 100%. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. The other one's dead, I think.
You went dead?
I don't know. What is it?
Yeah, it looks like.
Like she also looks like this.
No. Okay. So
You know?
yeah.
Which could be perceived as manly,
Well,
right? But when she's
right.
not
But-
flexing her muscles.
And there was a lot of lighting in that too, though.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Takes pictures in the light.
but I think the whole idea of like what is manly or not, right? It is all like contextual, right? Because like I mean, if you're sitting there like flexing your biceps, and like you've got some like ripped, defined biceps, like society's gonna say that's more manly. But then at the same time, like you show me another picture of you and you're like in a dress and everything, like it looks less manly. And honestly, you could go and take that dude, like man or woman, in that situation, right? Give a man that is flexing his biceps, it looks more manly. Put that same man in a dress, it looks less manly. So I don't know. It's very subjective.
Guys, you wanna know what's crazy?
Yes.
Bro, I didn't even know I had this video. Yo, this guy recorded, and I wasn't his friend. He just paid me for services. He paid me for services because I do geography. Bro, this nigga got fucking arrested for rape. So going back